Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Bumba and we're just gonna get right into this makeup video. So first thing I'm doing is priming with the Fenty primer. Y'all, when I tell you I just bought this primer, but I love it. It's amazing. It really did not budge my makeup all night long. It's so great. But yeah, I'm just rubbing that all over my face, getting into it. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and take my little spoolie and brush my eyebrows up, get them set into place, because girl, we cannot be, walking around with these eyebrows all over the place. Next thing I'm gonna do is set that primer with my Mercier powder. I really like this powder, but I'm thinking about getting the Fenty powder because a lot of my friends have told me that it's really good. So I want to go ahead and try that. But my Mercier, girl, when I tell you, I got this hack from Aina, and it's a very good hack. I would recommend it to everybody. It does not make your makeup budge anywhere, especially when you have the primer as well. Y'all, I'm telling you, that makeup will stay all night long and it will stay matte. So if you're a matte girl like me, get it. Now the next thing we're getting into is brows, and I sped this up because y'all, when I tell you it takes me forever and a half to do my brows, it's almost ridiculous. I swear that's like the longest thing in my whole makeup routine. But in this, I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills dip brow pomade in the color Ebony, and just a spoolie that I got from or a spoolie with a brow brush that I got from Morphe. Next thing I'm doing is concealing with my Nars concealer, and I'm just using that concealer at the end of my brows. And then in the front of my brows, I'll be taking my Nars concealer mixed with my Fenty foundation to make a little bit of a darker shade to put up in the front of my brows, and also to conceal the top of my brows as well. So as you guys can see, that's what I'm doing here. Getting them brows in shape. I really don't have brows. They're very, very sparse. So I know people are like, oh my god, like the 2015 brows. But listen, I still have to do my brows that way, okay? So talk to your mama. Anyways, don't tell your mama today. Anyways, just going ahead, carving that out, carving out the top, carving out everything that needs to be carved out, and just retouching anything that needs to be retouched. As you guys can see here, I just went back in to retouch that front of that brow with the pomade. And I really like this brush. Like I said, it's from Morphe, and it just gets the job done, y'all. And then I'm just going ahead and blending out that concealer, blending out any harsh lines that I have, just to make sure that everything is looking good, nice and blended as it should. Make sure you guys blend. Please blend. Next, I'm going in with this E.L.F. concealer. I honestly don't know the shade, y'all. I'll have everything down below. And then I'm just blending that. That's just kind of what I'm using as an eyeshadow base and as a primer for my eyeshadow. I really like to use like lighter colors to prime. I know that we're in a better era where they make shades and pigments that show up on darker skin, but I don't know. I'm so used to like priming with this as a base, so that's what we're doing. I'm watching Insecure also, so if you guys see me looking at the left hand corner of the screen, it's because I was watching Insecure and I was honestly so into it, y'all. It was just so good. Anyways, as you guys can see here, everything is blended, brows are done, we're looking good. Now we're going to do a little zoom in and get into this eye look, y'all. So what I used here was my Charles palette. I used two of the light brown but kind of dark brown shades, and I went straight into my crease as a transition color. Make sure that you guys are blending your crease colors and transition colors. And so that is what I'm doing here, is just taking that all over my crease and kind of in my lid, but not trying to go too hard on my actual lid and in that inner corner, as I am going to be, blending and using other things like that. I'm going to be using other things. Here, something really juicy happened in Insecure, so that's why my jaw dropped. Anyways, going back in, going into the other eye, we're just blending as we should be blending. Y'all, I know a lot of people don't like Charles, but okay, listen, this palette, I can't even lie, okay? And I didn't even pay for it. My friend got it for me for Christmas, and because she knows I love makeup, so that's why I have it. Anyways, we're just blending, getting into that crease. Next thing I'm going to be doing is taking a little bit of a darker shade. I think it's the darkest brown that he has in the palette. And I'm going in my crease and a little bit on the outer half of my lid, kind of like a V shape, just darkening up that crease. This night that I did this makeup look, we were going out for Halloween. And I was a fallen angel, so I didn't want my makeup to be too extravagant, because the other nights I made it really extravagant. I did like a Bratz doll makeup and devil makeup, so I was like, tonight I just need that makeup, sorry y'all, to be just very calm and just very beautiful, as you know the fallen angels were beautiful. So yeah, actually I don't know if they was beautiful. They was beautiful on the outside, but the heart maybe wasn't beautiful. But anyways, next thing we're gonna do is take these two shimmer shades on this Morphe brush, and I could have used my finger, but I decided to use a brush instead, because I didn't want the pigment to be too blingy blingy. Like I said, I wanted this to be kind of like a toned down look, nothing too out there. So I just took the brush and just swept that all over my eyelid nicely. And yeah, everything just kind of was coming together. I really had to tell myself over and over again, just trust the process, because really, trust the process. The next thing I did was go into my Anastasia Beverly Hills with Jackie Aina palette, and I went into one of these shimmer shades. Like I said, I'll link everything down below. And I went in with that and just went right over that shimmery, just because it wasn't popping the way I wanted to. Like I said, I didn't want it to be too out there, but it wasn't giving what it was supposed to give, y'all. So I had to call my girl Jackie, and she got me right and she got me tight. So next thing I did was go in with the darkest brown shade that was in that Jackie Aina palette as well, and just kind of touch up all of those crease colors and going over any harsh lines that I saw, and just making sure everything was nice and blended out the way I wanted it to look. So as you guys can see, I'm taking a nice fluffy brush and I'm just going through everything. I'm not really taking a dense brush because I don't want the pigment to be too out there. So I'm just taking a nice fluffy brush to kind of blend everything together. And yeah, y'all, I hope you guys are liking this video. Okay, I haven't done a video in a while and voiceover, so that's what we're doing, and I really enjoy it. I feel like I'm going fast though. Like, dang girl, slow down. We get it, you doing your makeup, like, slow down. Next thing that I'm doing, okay, you guys see it. Next thing that I'm doing is I'm going in with my Fenty foundation and my MAC foundation. I just mix them together. It kind of gives me a good, nice color. And something that makeup artist Ariel, I just know that he do Kylie Jenner makeup, okay? But what he said was, you can never get your perfect shade. And I really truly believe that, okay? So I'm just blending as much as I can, blending everything out, trying to get it to my skin color. I know I'm supposed to be matching it with my chest, but listen, I'm like a million, thousand, kajillion different shades. As a black woman, y'all know we are not always the same shade, okay? Then I'm just going in with a beauty blender, making sure everything is blended out the way that I want it to look, and making sure everything is looking nice and good and beautiful and blended. And yeah, as it should be, as y'all should be blending, okay? Make sure you get all those little corners, everything, get it all. And also get into them edges. If you laid your edges, get into them edges too, okay? Because people can see that. Now, as you guys can see, everything is looking blended. Everything is looking good. Next, I'm taking my Nars concealer, not my foundation, my Nars concealer. And I'm going ahead and I'm just putting that in the highest points of my face. You'll see a little bit later that I don't put it in like above my lip. I don't put it on my cheekbones either. I know a lot of people do that. Personally, I don't, because I do just take whatever is left on that beauty blender and I put it all over my face. So we'll just go from there. But I put it on my highest points, my under eyes, my nose, my forehead, and my chin, and that is all that I do. As you guys can see, then I wanted that concealer to set for a little bit, so I went ahead and I went into this eyeliner. Y'all, this is an E.L.F. eyeliner, and when I tell you I kind of messed up my eyeliner. When I was in high school, my eyeliner used to be fire. When I tell you that baby used to be sharp, I'm telling you, cutting people. But now I'm a little rusty. Okay? So don't come for me. I'm a little rusty on that eyeliner. I know you can see that little piece that's a little bit poking out because I opened my eyes too quick before the eyeliner really did dry down. But you know what? All is well. The makeup look still came together. We still were popping. And look at my edges. Can we get into those edges? Y'all, it ain't even a wig. It's my real hair. I relaxed my edges. That's why they look like that. And they look good. But yeah, I'm just getting into this eyeliner. And now we are finally blending out that concealer. And this is all in real time, so I do kind of blend out really fast. Also because the concealer does dry down kind of quickly. It's a good thing and a bad thing, but I'm just going ahead blending it out. And I believe I did spray my beauty blender with my MAC Fix Plus setting spray before I went into that concealer and started blending. And y'all, look at that snatch. Look at it. Even my nose. I didn't blend out my nose yet, and that looks snatched. Now I'm taking this E.L.F. concealer, and I'm just going ahead and contouring. I know on camera it looks like it's not really, contouring the way that it should. But trust me, once I get that beauty blender to start blending it out, y'all will see what I'm talking about, okay? Because right now it looks like, okay, girl, that's literally your same shade. But just wait. Because even when I first bought it, I was like, did I really buy the right thing? But once I start blending, baby, oh, y'all see. Hold on. You see what I'm talking about? Blending. It's blending. It's giving what it's supposed to give. Okay? E.L.F. They really came. Y'all, don't sleep on drugstore. I know I use a lot of high-end products in this, but that's just because, I've been doing makeup for a while. But do not sleep on drugstore. Another thing I wanted to say was I only put contour on my cheekbones and on my nose because I take whatever's on the back of my brush to do my forehead, because y'all, I already got my baby hair and I got that concealer, the Nars concealer on my forehead. Okay, I do not need to bring too much attention to that, baby. So now I'm taking my beauty blender and I'm blending out my nose. As you guys can see, I didn't really blend out that nose highlight that I put on. So now I'm just going in with that contour so that everything can kind of blend together and it doesn't look too harsh of lines. So I'm just kind of cleaning up those lines. I'm still trying to do like a perfect nose contour. I haven't found anything that's like 100% perfect for me, but we'll get into it. Then you saw those two little dots. I just went ahead with this E.L.F. concealer. It was like a really, really light shade that I had. And I put those in the highest points of my under eyes just to give me some more brightness. And then I took whatever was left from blending that out and I put that down my nose.
Girl, what's wrong? My man ain't shit. Girl, what's wrong? My man ain't shit. Girl, what's wrong? My man ain't shit. Why you won't leave him? Cause bitch, dick too bomb. Dick too bomb.
As you guys saw, I added that little fun part in there, okay? Because girl, what's wrong? My man ain't it. So now I'm taking my, I believe I used my Fenty bronzer in this part to carve out my cheekbones and go over that contour that I just put on. But if I believe it's the Fenty one. But it might have been my NYX contour, okay? I don't know which one I used, honestly, y'all. This was a couple days ago, okay? But I'm taking this fan brush, and y'all, fan brushes to do your contour, oh my God, changed my world. Changed my world. I never used to use fan brushes, but I really, really like it, and I don't think I'm gonna go back for a while. Now I'm taking my Laura Mercier I'm taking my Laura Mercier powder, y'all, and I'm going underneath my eyes. I'm not baking with this one, I'm just pressing it in, but I will be baking later underneath my eyes. But yeah, I'm just pressing it in just to give myself, a nice mattifying look. I'm not a really dewy person. I don't really like dewy looks like that. So yeah, I'm just going in everywhere underneath my eyes. Anywhere that I put that concealer is where I'm going. And then above my lip, chin, and my forehead. I don't believe I did the bridge of my nose. Y'all, I don't know why I'm even trying to do like, I don't believe, like, girl, you watching the video too, okay? You doing this voiceover. But anyways, as you guys can see, I'm just going over everything on my face the way it needs to be done. It's looking very good. Oh, and I got these little pad thingies from this YouTuber. I can't remember her name, but she recommended them, and I went ahead and I bought them off Amazon. If I can find the link, I'll definitely put it below, because y'all, I love these little pads. They are great. They're better than working with a beauty blender, because they really just get that powder and product on your face, and you don't use, I've noticed I don't use as much as if I were to use a beauty blender. And I also reverse contoured, and then I went back in with my contour. Something that I like to do when I watch back these videos is seeing different ways that I can do my makeup, because I noticed that I reverse contour way too high. So I want to change that for myself and kind of go a little bit lower so it matches up with my mouth. Now I'm going in with my Sacha Buttercup powder, and I'm just taking that so that I can bake underneath my eyes. Honestly, I feel like I can skip this step, but at the same time, no, because it kind of gives that glam look that I was looking for, you know, because like I said, I wanted it to be very beautiful, a very beautiful look, and just very effortless, and, you know, like still look like my skin. And so that's why I went in with this lighter shade, and I just kind of put it on the inside near my nose a lot more, and then as I go out to the outer parts of my face, I just kind of lighten that up. And then I do go over, you know, just certain parts of my face that I wanted to be a little bit more lighter. That's where I put those things. And then I also, like I said, love these little pad things. They let me get right into those places where I wouldn't be able to usually if I was using my beauty blender. And then as you guys can see, there's different spots where I just kind of go back and forth with that contour brush, and I just use whatever is left on the brush rather than picking up more product. Now I'm taking this E.L.F. brush, and I'm just brushing away all of that bake. I don't bake for a very long time. Actually, I honestly just set it on there and then brush it away right away, because I don't like to bake that long. Then I'm going back in again with this Fenty. So I believe I did use the NYX contour, but I'm going back in with that same fan brush, and I'm going in with my Fenty bronzer in Mocha Mami. Yeah, Mocha Mami. And I'm just going over it. Y'all, I look so awkward. Oh my gosh. Anyways, then I just take a beauty blender, dab anything that needs to be dabbed, and we're going right into blusher. Y'all, so I went back into that James Charles palette, and I took these two orangey blushy shades, and those were the colors I used. Somebody told me that orange is like the perfect blush to use for black women, and let me tell you, whoever told me that, listen, it is and is. But I also did have a little bit of red that I used on this brush from the night before when I did my devil look. And y'all, when I tell you it all came together so nicely, oh my gosh, I cannot wait till you guys see when I spray my face, because oh, it came together so nicely. But I'm just taking that blush, I'm putting it on my cheeks, my nose, my forehead, literally anywhere that I put my highlight or my concealer, that's where I'm putting that blush, just because I want to bring that color right back into my face. And yeah, y'all, now I'm going in with my Continuous Mist setting spray from Morphe, and I also go in with my MAC Fix Plus spray, and just to kind of set my face with that setting spray. And I do spray my face with setting spray, I think twice. Then I went in with this Wet n Wild highlighter that I've literally had, when I tell you guys I've had it since I was in high school. I'm in my 5th year of college. I've had that literally forever, and as you guys can see, I love it. Okay, I barely hit pan. I think last year I hit pan. I don't do my makeup a lot, okay, so that's why I just hit pan. But when I tell you, don't sleep on drugstore products, y'all. Don't sleep on them. Don't. And before I did my highlight, I actually let my setting spray kind of dry down, and I did put my lash glue on my lashes. Then now I'm going in with that lash glue. It's a black lash glue from Duo, and I'm putting it on my actual eyelid because, y'all, when I tell you, my lashes did not budge. Even taking them off at the end of the night was like I was trying to fight. Okay, I was trying to fight somebody just to take my lashes off because them hoes was not coming off. I'm telling you, put lash glue on your actual lashes and on your eyelid. Your lashes will not move all night. All right, y'all, that is the makeup look. As you guys can see, I'm spraying my face one more time with the setting spray. I'm using this new setting spray that I got from Morphe. It smells really, really good. I like it a lot. But y'all, that is the look. Okay, get into that face. I just used a little bit of gloss on my lips. I didn't do too much. But you guys, look at this look. Fallen who? Fallen angel. Thank you guys so much for watching this YouTube video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.